What up, y'all? What up, y'all? How you feel? Good morning, grand rising. How you feel? It's Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. Across the globe. You already know, man. What up, Kiera? How you feel? Good morning. Good morning. Today's impact meeting is number 31. It's number 31, man. Woo. That's where you get the wisdom and the knowledge. You already know. Today we're talking about how everything is a business, man. I get a lot of people coming over here in the comments and they say things like, everybody doesn't want to run a business. And they say things like, you shouldn't talk about investing into this and investing into that when I have a good job and this and that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with your job. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that everything is a business. Everything is a business. If you get sick today and die, the job is going to replace you before your family buries you. But we're not here bashing jobs, man. We're not bashing jobs. I just want to tell y'all how everything is a business, man. And you don't have to run one to understand how one is running you. You do not have to run a business to understand how a business is running you. This country alone is a corporation. When you're born, you're issued a serial number, and they call it a social security number. That's so that when this country is out of money or out of currency, they can barter against your worth. They can use you as collateral in order to get things that we may need or that we may want as a country. Everything is a business. Everything is a business. So you may ask, well, Jay, if everything is a business and I don't really want to run a business or I'm not even into business, how do I benefit off of the fact that everything is a business? If I'm just going to work for 40 years to maybe retire for 10 years, die, and then have my children start from square one with the same place I did, filling out job applications, trying to start a career, begin a career with nothing to fall back on, with no blanket, no pillow of finance, nothing to support them while they go to school to get their degrees that they won't be able to find a job in their field in because everybody has one. Anyway, how do I capitalize on that? Well, without running a business or without starting a company or without being an entrepreneur, there are plenty of ways that you can benefit from entrepreneurship. The number one way is to invest in someone that does have a business. You've heard of Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett. Yes. He's like he's one of the richest people on earth. One of the most wealthiest people that walk the earth today, right? Well, did you know that Warren Buffett invested in the company Coca-Cola? And he makes more money off of Coca-Cola than the CEO of Coca-Cola does. Everything is a business. Warren Buffett doesn't even drink Coca-Cola. He don't even like soda. And these are words from him. But he invested in the company and now is paid more than the guy that owns the company. You see what I mean? Everything is a business, man. Another way that you can solidify your wealth or another way that you can benefit from business, benefit from entrepreneurship without becoming an entrepreneur is to learn the game. Learn the game of entrepreneurship. Every day, someone is starting a business. Every day, someone is trying to move forward with the business that's already established. Every day, people are giving away equity like candy. every day. You don't have to be a stock trader or a cryptocurrency holder. You don't have to do any of that. But when you understand that debt is slavery, you'll never work another day in your life. What I'm doing right now, I'm paid to do this. Would I call this work? No, because I enjoy doing this. I wake up excited. Like, is it 8:30 yet? You feel me? This is fun to me. This picture you see behind me, I love creating that. That was fun to me. The banner you see scrolling at the bottom of your screen, I like doing stuff like that. That's fun to me. Other people might call it work. But this is why I live the life I chose. This is why I live the merch life. You already know. When you understand that debt is slavery, you become a monster in the financial system that we live in. When you understand that, first of all, the government doesn't even print money. Let's get that straight. And you can fact check me on anything that I say here. The government of the United States does not even print money for the American people of the United States. They don't make money. They borrow it. Yes, the government borrows money from the people that print the money. Who prints the money? The Federal Reserve. But that's the government. No, it's not. Just because the name federal is in it does not mean it's the government. It's actually factually not the government at all. It's a group of private bankers that started the fiat currency known as the United States dollar. So every time we, the Federal Reserve, create a dollar, we then lend it to the American government so that they can lend it to a bank, so that the bank can lend it to a consumer. You and I being the consumer, that's like a 360 deal. That's about 4 or 5 hands the money had to come through with debt attached to it, every hand it touched, in order for you to be able to utilize it. This is why I say learn the game. So let's get it straight, right? The Federal Reserve prints a dollar. The government goes and borrows the dollar. Say they borrowed a dollar at $1.10, right? You're printing the money, Federal Reserve. The government is borrowing the money from you with an interest rate. So you borrowed the money, now it's $1, and you got to pay back 10 cents when you pay back the dollar. Where are you going to get the 10 cents from? If they print all the money and you borrow $1 from them, but you have to pay them back $1.10, where are you getting the 10 cent from? What up, Jesus? How you feel? You already know, get excited. Where are you getting the 10 cents from? You're getting the 10 cents from, you guessed it, more borrowing. So when you understand that the cycle of money in this country is debt, then you'll really understand that debt is not that serious. When people say, oh my God, I gotta pay this bill, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. Don't let your bills stress you to the point of you doing something that's irrational, okay? Don't do it, because the money that, like any service that any service in exchange for something is going to cost something. Like, it's common sense. Once you realize that debt is slavery, you'll realize that we'll never get out of debt. You'll never get out of debt. It's not possible for you to truly become debt free. It's not possible. Why? Because you do not print the money. The Federal Reserve prints the money. The government borrows the money from the Federal Reserve. And again, you can fact check anything that I am saying. The Federal Reserve is not the United States government at all. They are not the United States government. Go look it up right now. Look up who are the Federal Reserve. It's not the United States government. The United States government borrows from the Federal Reserve and must pay them back an interest fee when they pay back the money. So how are they getting more money? They're either borrowing more money or they're getting it from the idiotic consumers that they have believing that they print the money. So understand the game, man. That is slavery. Understand that game, right? And again, if you don't want to go into business, if you don't want to start a business, if you don't want to be a business owner, you can utilize other business owners to have your money work for you. When Beyonce performed at the Super Bowl, like however many years ago that was, Uber was the sponsor. And this is when Uber was still small. This is when Uber was still exclusive. It was only for people that could afford it. And this was before the prices changed and things of that nature. You know, Beyonce said, all right, y'all owe me $6 million for this performance. I want that in equity. I don't want it in cash. I want it in equity. So she actually obtained $6 million worth of the company Uber for a performance. And now that 6 million is worth upwards of 600 million. It was 60 million in 2019. Now, since the pandemic, and you know Uber stocks went up, Uber's uses has went up. Think about how much it costs for an Uber now. Exactly. And it's not just because Beyonce has her hand in it. It's because everybody has their hand in it. It's because everybody's using it. That's how your price goes up. That's how your stock goes up when more people use it. The more people sell their Bitcoin, the lower the price is going to be. The more people that are buying into Bitcoin, the higher the price is going to be. You have to understand the game and understand that debt is slavery if you want to become wealthy. Please understand that. Now, there are also ways that you can not just have your money work for you, but you can have other people work for you as well for free. Embrace those haters. Embrace the people that say, oh man, FOH, you shouldn't say that. Embrace the people that say, I hate you, or embrace the death threats on the internet. Embrace all of that. You know why? I'm going to tell you like this. You know why? Your haters work for you just as hard as the people that like you work for you. How do haters work for me, Jay? Well, a hater works for you because they're a free sales representative. They're going to bash you. They're going to say bad things about you. They're even going to share something you said and comment on it and talk about it. And in turn, they're exposing your brand. They're exposing you to other people that would not know who you are if it weren't for them. That's free promotion. Everything is a business. Everything. That is free promotion. When a hater says, I don't like that Merch Life J Bull, he said this and that. He said, don't get a job. He said whatever I said. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you that share my posts and have something negative to say about it. Because every time you do that, I gain something. I either gain a view, I either gain a follow, I gain exposure to people that didn't know me before you showed them who I was. So I appreciate all of that. And then the people that like you work for you as well, because they're sharing your things with a positive outlook. They're talking about what you did with a positive outlook. They're giving a testimony on what you showed them, introduced them to, taught them, trained them on with a positive outlook. So the people that do know you and were kind of skeptical on the fence or just watching or just seeing, do I want to spend this money on this course? Do I want to be mentored by this person? Do I want to buy his book? Do I want to? Now they do, because now they see someone that it affected in a positive way. Everything is a business. Everything. The way that you look, talk, act, walk, treat your children, treat your pets, it's all a business. Everything is a business. People's trauma is a business. Do you know that there are people that are literally paid to listen to you spill your problems and talk about your past trauma? They're literally paid to do that. and also paid to keep their mouth shut. Do you know it's illegal for a therapist to repeat something you said as long as it's not endangering another human life? Like, you can't go in the therapy session and be like, yeah, I'm finna kill this nigga at 8:30 tonight with the Beretta. You can't say that because they have to report that. But if you come in and say, man, I've really been fighting the thoughts of hurting this person, and I really want to talk about it so that I don't do it, they can't repeat that. So there are people that are literally paid to hear your negative thoughts and keep it to themselves. That's powerful. There are also people that are paid to turn your negative thoughts into positive ones, like me, motivational speakers. What up, Katana? How you feel? You already know. What up, Donna? Everything good? So everything is a business, every single thing, no matter what, everything's a business. Everything is a business. When you go to the nail salon, right, and they ask you to pick your color. They ask you to pick your color. Pay attention to the first color they hand you. Everything is a business. When you go to the car dealership and they ask you, and you tell them what kind of car you want, pay attention to the car they try to get you in. Everything is a business. When they told you that stock trading and cryptocurrency was complicated, why would they tell you that's complicated when it's not? Everything is a business. Understand that. And then you'll understand that you'll never have to work another day in your life, ever. If everything is a business, right? And there's somebody that can get paid for talking because he liked to talk. There's somebody that can get paid for washing feet because she just like feet. There's somebody that gets paid. There's somebody that gets paid just to give ideas to a company because all he do is sit down and smoke weed and think all day. That's all he do. So if there's somebody that can get paid for all of that, why are you not getting paid for what you love to do? Why are you going to work every day doing something you don't want to get up and do? Why are you killing yourself for a paycheck when you could be getting wealthy off of having fun? Everything is a business. Everything. And the last nugget, man, the last thing I want to leave y'all with, man, because it's very serious. It's very serious how this country, how not just this country, how the world manipulates you to believe that it's okay to suffer, to believe that it's okay to get up every day and going to this place that you have to spend more time at than you do at home when you're only going there to pay for your home. It's the last nugget I'm gonna leave y'all with, and I'm gonna get up out of here. If debt is slavery, right? If debt is slavery, what do you think the equivalent of freedom is? If debt is slavery, then what is freedom? Freedom is not being out of debt. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as being debt free. There is no such thing. Every minute of the day, you're running a bill up. The Wi-Fi is on right now. This is how I'm talking to you. The electricity is on right. You're either growing or you're dying. There is no in between. It might be the end of the month. You like, yeah, I just paid all my bills. No, you didn't. Because you're in another month now. And you're now running up the next one. So there is no such thing as debt free. That's the last nugget I'm gonna leave y'all with, though, man. And I want y'all to really understand that if debt is slavery, what is freedom? Answer that question in the comments for me, man. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. You already know. I'll see y'all